Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we start a very important chapter of your syllabus which is probability, and in that class we discuss all the important concept related to probability, and we discuss about the formula related to probability. Means the probability of happening of an event A is always equal to the probability of an event A is always equal to the number of trials in which this is the number of trials in which the event A happens, event A happens to the what? Total number of trials, to the total number of trials. This is the general concept to find the probability of happening of an event A. Okay. In your chapter, in this chapter probability, you apply only one formula, which is very important for you and your upcoming examination. And also in previous class we take and solve some important questions based on probability. Now in today class we take some other important questions based on probability, which is very important, dear students. Now let's see some important question based on probability. Okay, look, your question is, this is a very important, and this question come in previous year board examination. Previous year board examination questions we take. Two unbased coins, two unbased coins are tossed simultaneously. Are tossed simultaneously. Okay, find the probability of getting find the probability of getting find the probability of getting first point two heads, two heads. Second point is what? One head. Third point is what, dear students? One tail. Okay. Fourth one is what, dear students? Fourth one is what? At least one head. At least one head. At least, dear student, what? One head. Fifth one was at most one head. At most one head. And sixth one, no head. This is no head. Okay. So dear student, this is a very important questions related to your syllabus. So please dear students, please concentrate on this question. Now let's see, it's simplified here, that questions. And dear student, first of all, in that question, two unbased coins are tossed simultaneously. So in that condition, how many total number of trials in that experiment? So first of all, we write the total sample space for tossing two coins simultaneously. So let us take, here just two coins are tossed simultaneously then the total number of sample space, then the total sample space या total trials. Okay, so total sample space are head, tail, head tail or tail or tail. तो total number of elementary event, total number of trials, we say that 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in this way, dear student, it is clear that when two unbased coins tossed simultaneously, then in that condition, total number of trials or total number of event is what? 4. Head. If suppose that two coins are tossed simultaneously, then it is happened both are heads, one tail, one head, or first head, second tail, and both are tail. So this is the all possible outcomes when two unbased coins tossed simultaneously. Thus total number of elementary event or trials, this is number of sample space is what? 4. Okay, so in each and every part of this question, we take total number of sample space or total number of elementary events or trials we taken as 4 ns. This is the same for each and every cases. Okay, now this is clear, dear students. Now we find the probability. This is the favorable conditions. Now we take and solve the first part of this question. We find the probability of getting two head. So dear student, what is the probability related to that event occurrence of the favorable conditions? So two head, it is the only one case two heads comes, that is HH. Okay, so dear students, so favorable number of elementary events is what? 1. Let first of all we write, let E1 be the event that get two heads, that is now E1 is only one favorable condition. Okay, so total number of trials in which event E1 is happen is what? That is number of trials in which event E1 is happen is only 1. Thus the probability of getting occurrence of any event E1 is equal to number of favorable condition to the total number of sample space. So number of favorable outcomes is what? This is 1 and this is what? 4. So this is the required solution of the given questions. This is a very easy concept. So please just do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Similarly, we take and solve the second part of this question. Let's see. Now dear students, we take the second part of this question. We find the probability of getting no head. So what is the favorable conditions related to no head? So let us say first of all let E2 be the event that both coins getting E2 be the event that getting two head. Getting second is one head, getting that getting one head, that is total number of sample space favorable to E2 is what? Total number of space total space sample space associated to event E2 is what? So getting one head. So one head is come in only two favorable conditions associated to E2, which is what? Tail head or head tail. So number of trials in which the event E2 is happens is what? 2. This is the total number of trials associated to event E2 is what? 2. Thus required probability. Thus the probability of happening an event E2 is equal to number of favorable condition is associated to E2 upon total number of elementary event, that is NS. So 2 upon 4, 2 1 the 2, 2 2 the 4. This is 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2. This is also a very important questions related to that. Now similarly, dear friends, we take and solve next part of this question. Okay, look. Now in third part of this question is what? Third part of the we find the probability of getting one tail. So dear sir, we getting one tail. So let us take, let E3 be the event associated to favorable conditions. So E3 be the event that getting one head, that getting one tail, so that is, so all sample space associated to E3 is what? One tail comes in only two favorable conditions associated to that tail head or head tail. That is total number of trials in which event E3 is happens is what? 2. Is what, dear students? 2. Thus the required probability, that is the required probability of occurrence of an event E3 is equal to number of trials in which event E3 is happen to the total number of trial. In total number of trials, in each case we take on 4. Because of when two coins are tossed simultaneously, then in that condition total number of sample space is 4. Okay, so that is 2 upon 4, 2 on the 2, 2 to the 4, so 1 upon 2 is the required one. Okay, required answer. So in this way we clear the concept of third part of this question. Now we take and solve the fourth part of this question. Let's say, dear students, now we take and solve fourth part of this question. In fourth part of this question, we find the probability of getting at least one head. At least one head and at most to one head. This is two very important conditions, concept related to questions based on coins. Okay, now look, at least one head. So let us consider, let E4 be the event, that getting at least one head when two coins are tossed simultaneously. Okay, that is, so total number of sample space associated to E4 is what? Let's see, at least one head. So at least one head, we take SH, tail head tail, but we don't take both are tail because of the favorable conditions is what? At least one head, na? At least to one head. So in at least one head, in this condition we take HH, tail head and head tail. This is the favorable outcomes associated to E4. So total number of favorable outcomes, that is total number of favorable outcomes is what? 3. Total number of favorable outcomes is what? 3. Okay, thus the required probability of occurrence of an event E4 is probability of getting at least one head is equal to number of favorable outcomes, that is NE4 upon total number of all possible outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes associated to E4 is what, dear students? 3. So here we put what, 3 upon total number of sample space is always taken as 4 when 2 coins are tossed simultaneously. So this is the required solution is what, 3 by 4. So this is the very important concept. So in the case of at least one head, we don't take telltale, but next is the also very important, at most one head. In the case of at most one head, we don't take both heads. In the case of at most one head, we don't take both our head. So we don't take both our head in at most one head. In the condition of at most one head, let's see. Now, now we take and solve the fifth part of that question. We find the probability of getting at most one head. So let us consider, let E5 be the event that getting at most one head. At most one head. Okay. Let E5 be the event that getting at most one head. This is now the favorable outcomes, all favorable outcomes associated to E4 means E4 E5 is what? E5 be the elementary event of getting at most one head. So in the case of at most one head, we take head, tail head, and both are tail, but we don't take both are head. So this is a very important concept. So in the case of at most one head, so we don't take HH. So in this way, number of favorable outcomes associated to E5 is what, 3. That is, probability of occurrence of an event E5 is what, number of favorable outcomes associated to E5 to the total number of all possible outcomes. This is NS, total number of sample space. So here this is 3 by 4. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, dear friends. Now, dear friends, in this way we solve the fifth part of this question. Now we take and solve the last part of this question. This is also a very important question. Now let's see. Now we take and solve the last part of this question. Now here we find the probability of getting no head. So let us take, let E6 be the event, let E6 be the event that getting no head when 2 points are tossed simultaneously. When 2 coins are tossed simultaneously. Okay, that is, now to all possible outcomes, all favorable outcomes associated to E6 is what? Associated to E6 is what? Is the, we find the probability of getting no head. So no head, so this is only one condition, means both are tail. says that no head means what? कि both our coins comes tails in upper face. So in this way, so element that means favorable outcomes is what both are tail, because of we find the probability of getting no head. So in all three conditions, we at least one head is comes out on the upper face of the coins, but in only one condition, when the coins both are tail. So in this condition we getting no head. So number of favorable outcomes associated to E6 is what? 1. Okay. Thus the required probability of getting an event is 2. Having an event E6 is what? Number of favorable outcomes associated to E6 means the number of trials in which event E6 has happened upon total number of trials means NS. So that is 1 upon 4. So this is also the required solution of the given question. Okay. Thus, dear students, in this way, we clear the concept of this question. This is a very important questions related to your topic. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay. Now, dear students, we take and solve some other types of questions based on probability. Let's see, dear students. Now, dear friends, we take and solve some important questions based on these topics. We take some important NCERT questions. Now, a bag contains. The question is a bag contains 12 balls, out of which X are white. A bag contains 12 balls, out of which X are white. Out of which X are white. First part of the question is what? If one ball is drawn at random, if one ball is drawn at random, what is the probability that it will be a white ball? What is the probability? What is the probability that it will be a white ball? That it will be a white ball. Okay, dear friends. Now, second part of this question is what? If 6 more white balls are put in the bag, if 6 more white balls are put in the bag, the probability of drawing a white ball the probability of drawing a white ball, the probability of drawing a white ball, probability of drawing a white ball will be double than that in white ball will be double than that in it. Find x, that in find x. Okay, so this is the very important question. Now let's see its solution at random. Okay, now look. So in that question, a bag contains 12 balls, out of which x are white. Na. So there are 12 balls. So 12 balls can be chosen in 12 ways. So total in a bag contains 12 balls. 12 balls, out of which x are white. So total balls is what? Total balls means 12. So total number of all possible outcomes is what? So total number of all possible outcomes, total number of sample space is what? 12 in each condition. Total ball is what? Now we solve the first part of this question. If one ball is drawn at random, what is the probability that will be a white ball? So dear friend, the probability of getting a white ball, total number of white ball is what? X, means the favorable condition associated to it, means the number of trials in which event X is happen. Event X means the number of getting a white ball. So total number of white ball is what? X. So means number of favorable outcomes and event E is what? X. We take as E1. Let E1 be the event that happening. Event means chosen white ball. Okay. So total number of favorable outcomes is what? X. Thus probability of getting a white ball, no? Yes, getting a white ball is what? X upon means NE1 and E1 upon NS. X upon 12. This is the first part of this question. Now, if 6 more ball put in the bag, so if 6 put now in second condition, when 6 white ball, na? When 6 white balls put in the bag, then total number of balls, is what? 12 plus 6, that is 18 balls. Means in that condition total number of all favorable outcomes is what? 12. Okay, this is 18, and total number of white ball, because X ball is already there, and total number of white balls means X is equal to कितना हो जाएगा बताओ? Total number of white balls is X plus 6. So let us take even with the event that getting a white ball in that condition. Now the probability of getting white ball in that condition we find probability is what? X plus 6 upon 18. So this is the probability of getting a white ball in second condition. Now according to question, the probability of drawing a white ball will be double than that in. So means that probability means X plus 6 upon 18 is 2 times the previous one, that is X upon 12. Okay, now we simplify them. So 2 6 are 12, 6 3 are 18. So X plus 6 is equal to 3X. So that is 2X is equal to 6. So 2 3 are 6. So the value of X is what, dear friends? 3. So this is the required solution of the given question. Thus, dear friends, in this way we clear the concept of this question. This is a very important question of your NCERT exercise. Okay, dear friends. Now In this video, in today's class, we take and solve some important question of your syllabus based on probability. Now, first of all, you revise all the questions and do more and more practices of each and every question, which we discuss in that class and also in previous classes. Now, in next class, we take and solve some other important questions based on probability. Okay. Now, thanks to all.